Alright, I'm back out here with the Flybear SU-35, which I've converted into brushless after the test flight, the third test flight session. It still had a lot of zooming to it, so I did go ahead and cut those horizontal stabilizers, and I moved them up about, the front of them up about 3 or 4 millimeters. So let's get it in the air and see if that takes care of the zooming issue, and if it does, I think I just might be close to being golden on this little plane. So, oh, and I've been flying this with my Radiomaster TX16S. That's what I'm using. All right, let's see where the wind is coming from. Direction of the sun, of course. Let's see here. All right, it's early in the morning. It's 35 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a little wind, about 2 to 3. Launching. Alright, so let's bring it back over here and do a speed run with it. Hey, that's pretty cool. Look at that, no more zooming. As a matter of fact, it kind of nose down a little bit. Let's try that again. Awesome. I just need a little bit of trim, and it looks like it's going to hold its line just fine now. No more zooming. Okay, so since that took care of that issue, I will include that modification I did in the conversion log. That's sweet. Yeah, that handles a lot better now that it doesn't have that zooming issue. Whoa! I don't know what that was about. Let's bring it back over here. Oh, you know what? I had that in gyro stabilization mode. I didn't even think about that. I have it in gyro stabilization. Yeah, that's good. I had it in gyro stabilization mode by default, and I forgot to kick it back into manual mode. So that was kind of a weird issue there with the gyro, wasn't it? I mean, I rolled it and it immediately nosed down. So, ooh, that was a close call. Oh, that's much better. Man, I have still got to tone those ailerons down more. That is extremely fast roll. It's faster than I like. Yeah, let's bring it back over here and try it to the right. Oh, not bad at all. But I do need to tone them down a little bit more. Alright, so let's see what our loop looks like now after I adjusted those horizontal stabilizers. You just never know. Good. You never know, you know, how much trimming you're going to have to do after that. But it looks pretty darn good, I have to say. But man, that holds its line a lot better now, I'll tell you. After repositioning those horizontal stabilizers, I thought that was what was causing most of the zooming issue. That was actually where it was getting its lift when it was a 2-channel, was that positive angle on the horizontal stabilizer, so that when you sped up it would climb, and when you slowed down it would descend. But I'm running circuits here because I got a sun that's very low in the sky behind me. But man, I think I'm just about golden on this now. I need to tone down my ailerons a little bit. But this thing is holding its line excellent. I'm so glad I had an opportunity to come out here with very little wind. Look at that roll rate, nice and axial now too. That is too sweet. I don't want to hit the truck. Now I'm actually applying a little bit of elevator in the turns, because there's no zooming from it whatsoever. But look how it holds its line now. Isn't that awesome? That is a huge, huge improvement from where it was. Look at those rolls, nice and axial. Yeah, so it was the horizontal stabilizer that was causing all that zooming effect. Man, that is awesome. Look at that. Awesome. That was a full throttle run through there. Okay, and my haptic is starting to go off. Telling me it's about time to land. I did, after checking, you know, the way I was flying and checking the battery voltages, even though these are really old lipos, I bumped it up from 4 minutes to 5 minutes. So let's bring it around and land it. That is too cool. I'm going to put another battery pack in it. Nice. Okay, so it looks like there's an issue with the gyro, because it almost caused a nose-in crash there. Unfortunately, I forgot that I still had it in beginner mode, and that is the most stabilization from the gyro before I did that roll. And when I performed that roll, it nosed down hard before I was able to bring it back up again. I thought it was going into the ground like a dart. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to have to gain some altitude when I test out this gyro. But let's go ahead and put another battery pack in it, do another manual mode flight, because this is a tremendous amount of fun now that it doesn't have that zooming effect anymore. See you in a minute. Okay, so I remembered to put it in full manual mode this time. I was in the throttle quite a bit during that flight, and I had my timer set for 5 minutes, and I went a little bit past that, and I still had 3.7 volts in the cells. These batteries are extremely old. I think if you had new batteries flying the way I was flying, you should be able to get between 6 to 7 minutes of flight time, which isn't too bad for this little brushless Nano. I did trim up the elevator a little bit since it was nosing down slightly on the speed runs, and I decreased the dual rate on my ailerons from 95% to 85%. So let's see what that does for us, but I'm really, really close here. I'm really, really close to having this thing golden. I want to bring it back around and do another speed run and make sure I didn't put too much up trim in the elevator. Right now at cruising speed, it's really holding its line really well. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty darn good. A little bit of zooming. I'm gonna have to decrease the trim on that just a little bit. Well, I didn't put much trim in it either. It doesn't take very much to affect that. Whoa, I gotta keep an eye on it there. Alright, so let's see the roll rate. Man, that is still really fast. I cut it down 10 points and it's still really fast on the roll rate. And let's bring it down here. Let's try it to the right. Yeah, I'm going to have to tone that down even more. Alright, so let's just have some fun with it. I think by the time that I'm done testing it today, I think I will be golden on this little plane, and I will work on putting together my setup file for it, and then I will also work on putting together a video for a show and tell tutorial on exactly what I did for the conversion, and then I will also provide a link to the conversion log. I've got to finish creating that. I've got just about all the photos and stuff for it, but you know, putting all the explanation in with all the photos, I think between the show and tell tutorial and video and then the conversion log, I don't think anybody will have any problems being able to, oh, I lost orientation for a minute. I don't think anybody will have any problems being able to do the brushless conversion on this plane. But man, is that cool or is that cool? That is handling so much better in the air now with the modification on the with the modification on those horizontal stabilizers. Just awesome. Look at that. That is too cool. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm getting my haptic warning now. But look how stable that is in the air. Look how well it's handling now. I mean, it wasn't handling bad before, but it did have that zooming issue when you went full throttle. And now, that thing is just pretty rock solid. I'm getting my haptic warning again. Now this is just my, let me see, how many flights have I had on it? I think this is my 8th flight on it so far. This is just my 8th flight since my conversion. So I'm extremely happy with this, man. This is going to be awesome. I just got to get some fine tuning done, and that's it. Okay. Let's bring it in for a landing. That is sweet. I'm going to have another really great flying little nano Parkjet on my head. Sweet. Now if I just had grassland on it, it'd be cool. But man, that's awesome. Okay, so I don't know how long it will take me to get the setup file created for it. Like I said, I'm hoping that by the time I get done with, I've got 4 more battery packs to put through it. I'm hoping by the time I get through that last battery pack today, I'll have it all tuned and, you know, get my roll rate slowed down a little bit. I think the elevator is good. I've got to bring it down just ever so slightly to keep it rock solid when you're going full speed, when you're doing the throttle up, so it maintains its attitude just nice and straight and level. Once I get that done, I'm golden on this plane. So stay tuned. Future flights will just be fun flights out here with it, and then I'll get all the documentation together so that I can post it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.